This video provides an overview of working with IPyNB files. IPyNB stands for IPython Notebook, which is the original file type assigned to the precursor of the Jupyter Notebook when the notebooks were first released around 2011. In terms of general behavior, IPyNB files are just like any other document file and can be shared via email, shared folders, external drives, or really any other method used to share files on the internet. IPyNB files are read natively in GitHub, which means static versions of the notebooks can be viewed through the GitHub interface, and an executable version of a notebook can be cloned, forked, or simply downloaded. You can load notebooks in GitHub that have already been run, perhaps for sharing a final analysis, or not run, for example, a homework assignment shared with a class, and GitHub will display the file in whichever shape you uploaded or committed and pushed to GitHub. Just a quick note, Jupyter Hub is another method of delivering and managing Jupyter Notebook projects and assignments to classrooms and teams that gives you additional control over your course materials and computing environments. Also, when you do share your notebook with others, and you'd like them to be able to explore and even reproduce your analysis, be sure to include the underlying dataset, versions of the Python libraries you used, and any other materials needed to successfully rerun your notebook analysis. Packaging this information in an environment.yaml file or using a tool called Binder is often recommended. Best practice for working with notebooks is to use a version control system like Git to keep track of changes in your IPyNB file. Because the underlying structure of IPyNB files is JSON, it is possible, with the right tools, to compare two different Jupyter Notebook files. NBDIME, which stands for Notebook Diff and Merge, is one tool that can be used to compare Jupyter Notebook files. Note that the methods described here share an editable, executable notebook directly with others. To share static and unmodifiable versions of your Jupyter Notebook, use NBConvert to save your notebook file as a PDF, HTML, LaTeX, or Markdown file. NBConvert also supports export to executable.py scripts.